and Singapore handle the heaviness. It's all about the big boys. Broadcast to over 150 countries. Welcome to One Championship Unbreakable 2. Hello everybody, I'm Michael Chavello. Great to be here in Singapore. I'm joined by the CEO and Chairman of One Championship, Chatri Sichathong. We have world champions in the house tonight in Singapore, including the amazing Beybulat Isaev and four-time world champion Alan Galani. Our main event is a battle of martial arts monsters, of two absolute behemoths, two battering rams, as Mauro Cirilli takes on Abdul Basir Vagabond. When you talk about Cirilli, you talk about the Italian mixed martial arts champion, the human hammer. 13 wins, 8 of those in the very first round. Abdul Basir Vagabond is a freak, 92% finishing rate, 10 wins in a row, 5 wins in under a minute. This one's gonna be crazy, Chatri.
You know, one of the big themes of One Championship in 2021 is gonna be the heavyweight division. We have recruited some of the best heavyweights on the planet, monster KO artists, and this is the first fight that's gonna kick it off.
Our entire card tonight is full of knockout artists. Look who's back. Beybulat Isaev, look who's there. Souvenary M, also Chenrei Kwanwanil, Daichi Takanaka back against Delfino. And how about this one? A battle between two sensational knockout artists, two men on a demolition mission, Alan Galani and Umar Kane.
I'm telling you, one of the big themes of One Championship this year is heavyweights. And this is a heavyweight fight of KO artists versus KO artists. Monster power from Kane and technical KO power from Alan.
Are you ready for the battle of the big boys? One Championship, it's alive! It's a happening! Let's go to our opening contest. It's a mixed martial arts contest set for 3x5. It's going to be insanity. Two heavyweights throw down, Alan Galani and Umar Kane.
Representing Senegal, Riga, Umar Khan.
The undefeated Senegalese wrestler, Riga Umar Kane, makes his way to the one circle for the very first time. A social media sensation, a superstar in Africa, now looking to make his name on the world stage, looking to make it against another African heavyweight in the great Alan Galani. This man can be an absolute monster if he unloads Umar Kane. I know you're a fan, Dragon. You've studied Umar Kane. What will Riga bring to the circle tonight?
Sheer intensity and power, Michael Chavello. Kane is a specimen. He is so big and so powerful, but it's his strength is what impresses me so much. He is able to snatch people from the ground like they are kettlebells and put them on their back.
Now, you were telling me you saw footage of Riga in a match where he was in a Kimura. He got out of it by picking his opponent up with one arm and slamming his opponent on the canvas.
Yeah, like he was doing a snatch with a kettlebell, Michael Chavello. Just sheer power. He is 120 kilos of pure fast twitch muscle fiber. This guy, when he gets going, it is hard to stop him, but he is gonna have to stop the superior striking of one of the best to ever do it, Galani.
It's under the global rule set 3x5 minute rounds if it goes that far. We both know that Galani is tremendously powerful. You've seen Umar Kane. He is also, as you said, a base in power. Let's not do mixed martial arts. If they were in an arm wrestling contest, who would you be backing, Mitch? Who's the more powerful?
I don't know. Based off pure strength, I gotta go with Kane. Based on aesthetics and just sheer athleticism, I gotta go with my boy Galani. But this one is must-watch TV, ladies and gentlemen.
You're excited like a child at Christmas time, Dragon. I know you can't wait for this one. What a way to kick off Unbreakable 2, a heavyweight slugfest. Alan Galani, Riga, Umar Kane.
Representing Hong Kong, Alan the Panther Galani.
If you follow him on Facebook, if you follow him on Instagram, you know the sensation that is Alan Galani. More than a social media sensation, a multi-time kickboxing and Muay Thai champion, Galani's athleticism is like no one else on the planet, and he is known for his power shots.
Oh yeah, he throws with bad intentions. He can get it done in so many different ways. A heavyweight athlete is not supposed to move like Alan Galani. He can hit you from anywhere. Look at this, even on the back foot. He can sleep you.
Just have a look at Galani as he makes his way to the circle. Rich Franklin, he keeps eyeing Reg Umar Kane. He keeps looking at Reg Umar Kane as he makes his way to circle side.
I have one word for this: intensity. And I think that when the bell sounds at the beginning of this thing, you're going to see intensity from start to finish.
Even though Alan these days flies the Hong Kong flag where he lives, he is from Cameroon, his opponent from Senegal. This is an all-African heavyweight battle. Chartres Sitchatong has told us that we are stacking the heavyweight division in 2021, and it starts between these two behemoths, these two battering rams, these two hulking humanities that are Alan Galani and Umar Kane.
Yes, Kane may be an undefeated heavyweight Senegalese wrestling champion, but Galani has got a serious striking pedigree. He's got three different karate black belts. He's got a judo black belt, so he is very capable of stopping the takedown attempts. This four-time African kickboxing champion is ready to get another record in the books other than the fastest KO in one heavyweight history.
More than that, he's got a black belt in the hardest form of karate, Kyokushin, and in Shotokan karate. He's also got a black belt in judo. Alan Galani is so well-rounded. This one is going to be awesome. It's a mixed martial arts contest set for 3 by 5. Hong Kong versus Senegal, kickboxer versus wrestler. Umar Kane, 15 centimeters taller.
And now, we begin with 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a 1 heavyweight mixed martial arts contest. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a Senegalese wrestling champion, standing at 195 centimeters tall, training out of Black Panther Sports, representing Senegal. Please welcome Rug Omar Khan. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a 4-time Muay Thai and kickboxing heavyweight world champion, standing at 180 centimeters tall, holding a kickboxing record of 25 wins and 8 losses. Training out of Impact Academy of Mixed Martial Arts, representing Hong Kong. Introducing Alan the Panther Galani. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Coste.
Fighters. All right, guys, watch out for the headbutt. Low blow, back of the head and spine. You guys know the rules. Fight fair, fight clean. Touch go if you want and back your corner.
Look at the size of Rug Umar Kane. You could screen a movie on his back. And Alan Galani, as always, more muscles than a seafood buffet. Set for 3 rounds of action. Will it go that far? An all-African battle, Galani and Kane. Third man in the circle, Olivier Coste. The biggest of our referees had to be the man for the job in this one. Both men pouring with the lead, hands outside, thigh kick early on from Galani. Multi-time kickboxing and Muay Thai champion. Rug on the outside. Good leg kick there from Galani. Inside leg kick from Galani. Outside leg kick from Rug. Attack the outside of the knee.
Kane attempted a possible takedown, but he's gonna have to put some punches behind that entry if he wants to get Gilani down. Gilani is very experienced in all elements of martial arts.
Switching stance here, Gilani, southpaw at the moment. Drifts away from the left side of Gilani, does Rugrug. Which man will put the foot down first and try to flurry for the finish? It could happen at any moment. Patient so far is Gilani.
Look at him stalking his prey. The Panther's trying to put his back against the wall and let go of that straight left hand. Beautiful little body kick landed by Gilani.
Good catch of the high kick there from Gilani. He said that after mixed results recently, he wanted to really propel himself back onto the world stage, back into the heavyweight division big time in 2021. Alan Gilani. It starts tonight with Umar Kane.
That's what this match will do. The world right now is all eyes are on this matchup between these two gigantic athletes. I like the left body kicks landed by Gilani early.
Going to the big liver of Rugrug, Umar Kane. It's Gilani who's gotten off the better strike so far. He's landed almost everything on Rugrug.
I like the switch to southpaw by Gilani, and that opens up that left body kick. You can see how Kane's stance is really wide and high, so his body is wide open. If Gilani switches back to orthodox, the legs team start going after that leg kick again as well.
High kick from Gilani. Rugrug thought about a left hand. 2:45 remains, first round of 3. We are on the edge of our seats. It's one of those matches when you've got more beef than a cattle ranch in the circle. Anything can happen at any time. It'll take just one kick. It'll take just one punch.
Kane needs to find a way to close this distance. He does not want to sit at the end of these kicks playing this game with Gilani, because Gilani will just start peppering his body until those hands start to come down and he can land a massive head kick.
I thought Gilani had big deltoids. Look at the bunch of bananas on Umar Kane. Those shoulders are huge.
Yeah, I think Rich Franklin said that Kane wasn't that big, but maybe next to you, he might not be that big, Mr. Franklin, but Kane looks gigantic in there.
I was just commenting on the fact that he's 195 centimeters, and I expected him to be 140 kg, and he's in the 120, 25-ish range.
Two absolute martial arts monsters here. Still filling up the proverbial waters as Gilani edges forward.
Time! Guys,
and referee Olivia Costa, I believe, wants to see more action.
Choke!
Gilani's doing a good job of keeping him at this range, though. Just keeping Kane on the outside, just so we can start touching him with those legs. Kane's got to find a way to close this distance.
20 years ago.
There he goes. Now he starts hammering fisting his way into the pocket.
Gilani throws him off. Here comes Rugrug. Finally got some gusto now, has the man from Senegal.
Gilani showed in his past matches, like with Tarek Kababes, he does know how to move his head and keep that head off the center line. Now Rugrug's trying to change levels, drop down in for a takedown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Gilani having words there with Olivia Costa. Takedown from Rugrug, top position now.
Nice takedown landed there by Rugrug as he transitions into the half. Let's see if Gilani's eating some massive shots.
Big right hands here from Rugrug. Umar Kane. Gilani could be in trouble, trying to get back to his feet against the Senegalese wrestling champion. And Rugrug keeps Gilani down, reins in those thunderous right hands. Gilani taking punishment. Rugrug unloading. It could be over soon. Olivia Costa on top of it. He continues to pound away. Gilani nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. It's good night, Rugrug! Rugrug has arrived!
Wow, just dropping the bombs, but then you could start to see Gilani right as he was about to hit the switch and go for a sweep. The referee jumped in and stopped it. He was just eating too many of those shots. You can't just sit there in the pocket and stay underneath a massive individual like that. Rich Franklin, what do you think?
I think it was a great stoppage by the referee, actually. Gilani took, I didn't actually make a count there, but there was at least a dozen unanswered strikes, and at some point in time, you just can't let somebody repeatedly get beat on like that.
You see the honor, the integrity, the humility, the respect displayed by our one championship athletes as Rugrug gets the win over Alan Gilani.
Look at this beautiful little takedown attempt. Had him going one way, turned the corner, swept out the leg, and put him on his back. And then he just starts dropping these thunderous shots down on Galani. Galani was trying to cover up. You can see him right there. But I think the only reason he was able to get that switch and to perform the sweep is because the referee stopped it and Kane relented.
Okay, it's the first win in his one career for Umar Kane. Tom Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of technical knockout, Umar Kane!
Umar Kane plants his flag in One Championship's heavyweight division with a first-round win over Alan Galani. And coming up next, it's a flyweight contest as Savannah M takes on Choi Jong-yoon.
Three athletes who share a common trait. Each man faced defeat.
Oh, the knee to the head. Oh, that's a big one.
And he looks to have a deep choke in here.
Could be over very...
Representing South Korea, Choi Jong-yoon.
174 centimeters. Tall, lean, accurate with her striking. Choi is very hard to handle and she'll have a full 10 centimeters in reach advantage over Savannah M tonight.
Choi's got a good jab. She's got long-range strikes that are extremely accurate. She needs to do exactly what she did to win her South Korean kickboxing championship to get the victory here tonight, which is keep her opponent at the end of her punches, start high-volume striking, really start putting combinations together. She's got beautiful kicks. She needs to keep that distance because Savannah M is gonna try to pressure her. Savannah M loves to march forward throwing heavy shots, and Choi Jong-yoon needs to keep that jab out there, keep the movement, get on her bicycle, and get to jabbing.
Let's see if Savannah M can get inside the jab of Choi. That will be the key to unlock the Korean here tonight for Savannah M. Both women looking to break their way into the strawweight rankings where Jong Jin-nan is the champion. Tiffany Teo sits at number 1, Michelle Nicolini number 2, and Angela Lee, who's the atomweight champion, sits at number 3. How they'd like to crack inside that top 5. Choi does have a loss to Myra Mazar, who is inside the top 5, ranked number 5 at the moment. One round global rule set for this one. Bout is judged in its entirety. No kicks to the head of a grounded opponent. No spiking or throws on the head, neck, or spine. The reach advantage, though, is what Choi needs to use here, Dragons. No use being that tall with those long arms and legs if you can't use it.
Yeah, and she has used it in the past because she's got a beautiful striking style, and I'm looking forward to her unveiling it here again tonight.
Representing the United States of America and Cambodia, Savannah, the Sweet Savage M.
Always great to see Savannah M, she likes to be called the Sweet Savage. This girl has a tremendous amount of talent. She can come at you from all angles. And tonight she wants to kick off 2021 in fine style. And Mitch, the way that Savannah will look to do it is through her superb striking.
Yeah, she's very aggressive. She likes to push forward, get you moving on the back feet, and then just hurt you. She does her best work when she gets you to the ground. She's so tenacious when she gets you to the ground. She just starts dropping heavy ground and pound. She utilizes her grappling well to control you, gain the the position and then just start dropping bombs on you. Savannah M told me earlier this week that she feels very comfortable with the idea of striking with Choi. She wants to be aggressive but controlled. She says the biggest differentiating factor in this matchup is going to be her increased strength advantage that she feels she's going to have. She added a very detailed and strict strength and conditioning program along with a nutritional plan to really help her dial in. And she's really excited for this opportunity about going in there. She's got to see a sports psychologist and really get her head focused and be able to concentrate on the task at hand, which is to eventually work her way into that prestigious top 5.
Savannah made a tremendous debut, an 81-second TKO of the experienced Irina Kiseleva. Steamrolled her first 3 opponents, all in under 90 seconds, but she does come in tonight off her first pro loss. The question is, how will Savannah M bounce back? It's a mixed martial arts contest set for 3 by 5. Savannah M represents the USA and Cambodia. Boxer versus kickboxer, 10 centimeters taller is Choi Jong-yoon.
And now, this match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a 1 women's catchweight mixed martial arts contest. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, she is a South Korean kickboxing champion, standing at 174 centimeters tall, training out of the gym lab, representing South Korea. Stepping into action is Choi Jong-yoon. And introducing her opponent out of the red corner, she stands at 164 centimeters tall, training out of Fight Science MMA, representing the United States of America and Cambodia. Get ready for Sovanari, the Sweet Savage M. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman.
Come, athletes to the center, please. Both of you understand the rules, yeah? Let's keep it clean, keep it active. Obey my instruction at all times. Touch glove and back to your corner.
Towering height advantage for Choi against Savannah M. How will it play out inside the circle? It's One Championship Unbreakable 2, wherever you're watching around the world. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to follow us on all your social media platforms at One Championship.
Time. Athletes, you ready? Let's go.
Savannah M, a boxer who likes to take opponents down and finish with ground and pound against the tall, rangy kickboxer from Korea who opens up with the high knees.
Yeah, that was the game plan. She immediately did not want to tangle with Choi on the feet. She shoots in, gets that body lock. Let's see what she can do here in trying to get this match to where she feels she's going to do her best work, and that's on the canvas.
Choi would like to get the room to work those knees, work those high kicks, the leg kicks, also sit behind her jab. Savannah staying pressed onto her at the moment. Along the legs up on Choi. She drills a couple of knees in the midsection, little shoulder thrust there from M. Lots of instructions from the Korean corner of Choi.
Doing a good job of stuffing the head, controlling this takedown position. You can see Savannah M's trying to drop down. She's got her hands clasped. That's a bad spot for Choi to be in. Let's see if Choi can dig some underhooks to stop this. Looks like it's inevitable. Oh, beautifully done. Gets her backside to the ground, immediately triangles the legs, and now she can start working from here.
This is not where Choi wanted to be inside the opening 1 minute 15 seconds. And M slowly, systematically beginning to take Choi apart.
You can hear Savannah M's coach, Justin Hamilton, saying, suck the legs in. She's trying to peel the backside away from the circle wall so she can get a better top position from her. But good job by Choi to work her way back up. She's got the underhook on the right side. Let's see if she can pummel around and change this position.
Shoulder thrust again from Savannah M, just rocking the chin back of Choi. Choi turns her against the wall. Savannah does a little tango, turns her back. No chance to use the striking at the moment for the Korean Choi. The Cambodian American, aggressive so far, Savannah M.
Little hand work there from Choi. She's utilizing these underhooks very well. You can see she's got a whizzer and overhook on the left side, but you can see Savannah M is just keeps going for these takedowns. She's got a single leg now. Let's see if she can separate the legs and work for a takedown. But Choi's doing a good job of keeping her legs split and maintaining a good base.
Nice knee to the midsection there from Choi off the right leg. Left side of the face was exposed. That's where Choi's been striking Savannah M. Keeping her pressed against the wall here, M. 2:20 remaining, first of 3 of this catchweight contest. We're gonna hook that leg there, M. What does Choi need to do here, Dragon?
She's doing a really good job of it so far. She's only got an overhook on one side, and Savannah M's got a deep underhook on that. She's trying to drop down, but that overhook that Choi has is keeping her upright and not allowing Savannah M to drop down and attack those legs to complete the takedown. You can see the way she's trying to twist and torque. She's trying to off-balance Choi to put her on the backside, but Choi's doing a good job of maintaining an upright position.
Rich, from a scoring perspective, tell us what's scoring here for either lady.
Well, right now, Savannah M she's been able to control the match, kind of put it against the cage. She's landed a takedown. Other than that, there's not much that's happened in the striking category, no real ground control. This is just a lot of back and forth on the fence and controlling who's actually in the center of the ring. So at this point in time, she's just kind of edging out on my scorecards, but nothing significant to give anybody a significant lead.
Choi tried to go for a takedown right there with the headlock, but she ended up kind of just sacrificing the position, and now she is exactly where she does not want to be, on the bottom with Savannah M looking to pass that guard. Choi's got some long legs. Let's see if she can keep her legs in the front of her body and keep Savannah M away from advancing this position.
Top position for Savannah M. 45 seconds remains in the first round. Choi receiving lots of instructions from her corner, so too is M. It's been a very calculated opening round for the Cambodian American. We will go to Rich Franklin between rounds again to get a summary of the first 5 minutes and who was scoring with what. Body shot there from M. Choi back to her feet. Can she get off some knees? Maybe an elbow. Drops down to a double. Single now from Savannah M. Looking for another takedown at the end of the round. Final 10-second clapper sounds. There's a knee from Choi, nicely placed. And this is how the round will end. Corking knee to the thigh there from Savannah M. Into the first round, we go to the towels. Dragon, interesting.
Yeah, there was about 4 minutes of just clinch positions up against the side of the circle wall. Here's Savannah M trying to advance her position, but Choi does a great job of keeping her legs away from being triangled by Savannah M. That's going to be a tough one to score, Rich Franklin.
Yeah, this match was all over the place here, and you're right, Mitch. A lot of it was just the control up against the cage. So I'm gonna score the aggression category here is what I'm gonna talk about, because there was a little bit of groundwork, some takedowns. Even Choi was able to get back to her feet, you know, and work herself back up. So there wasn't any real dominant performance. But I will say that Savannah M was being the aggressor the entire time. That is the lowest scoring category, but I've scored things in other categories higher up the totem pole.
Second round, set for 3. One championship unbreakable to a closed-door event at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Long-reaching jab of Choi. Savannah M once again to the inside, does that nice early takedown from the Cambodian American.
Beautiful little duck under double leg by Savannah M as she lands in side control position. You can see Choi's trying to take her right leg and slide it in between the body of Savannah M so she can create that space, but Savannah M doesn't want to give that up. You can see she's trying to work now into a full mount position, but Choi was able to catch her one leg and utilize those butterfly hooks to just maintain a safe guard.
Top position for M. Had side control earlier on. Lots of instructions from Choi's corner. She glances towards that corner. I think they're a little frustrated at their charge at the moment. M goes back to side control, cuts the hip in here. Pinning that left arm momentarily. What's she hoping to succeed with here, Mitch?
She's looking for a possible crucifix, but Choi's doing a good job of getting her legs back around the legs of M. So just so she saves herself a little bit of that, you know, more dominant position trying to be established by M. But now M's she's possibly threatening an arm triangle. Let's see if she can work to the other side. Choi's trying to bridge out of it. Looks like she's escaped the arm triangle, but she gave up mount in the process.
Dominance here for him. She can land the ground and pound. Oh, beautifully done. Thuds away with the elbows, does M. Choi with no place to go. Open for punishment, drops an elbow to the orbital. There's still a long time to go in this round. 3:15 remaining, and Savaneri M in the top position, mounted on Choi.
Riding the position, riding.
Oh, Choi up on top. How about that dragon?
Oh man, you can see Savannah M was trying to posture up so she could drop heavier ground and pound, and she gave up the position from a big bridge by Choi. Great work by the Korean striker to work her way back up, and now she's exactly where she was most of the first 5, pressed up against the circle wall.
Some better signs from Choi. Still M in control, takes her down again, goes to side control. Wonderful work from Savannah M. Halfway through the match.
Man, these grappling exchanges must be exhausting for Choi to just be constantly just thrown into the washing machine and just ragdolled around. Now she's got the crucifix. Choi's got to move. The referee is not going to allow her to take these unanswered shots.
This one may be over. There's no defense here from Choi. Mohammed Suleiman right on top of it. Indeed, it's over. Savannah M gets the win by a ground and pound.
Wow, she had a game plan. She stuck to it perfectly. And that was to close the distance, take this match to the ground, and punch her way to a victory. And she did exactly that.
Rich Franklin, she made it look easy, Savannah M.
I tell you, she was patient in the first round. A lot of that back and forth against the cage. Didn't really press for the ground stuff, but then in this second round, you can see that she was kind of up in the tempo, more authoritative takedowns when she hit the ground. And then once she got on the ground, you can see that she did make quick work of what she was doing here.
Good refereeing here, Dragon, from Mohammed Suleiman.
Yeah, look at this. Had the crucifix. There was no place for Choi to go, and the referee just saved her from unnecessary damage.
There it is, the finish once again. The face exposed, no chance to defend for Choi. Grimacing, and the referee had no choice but to dive in. Okay, let's go to Dom Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of technical knockout, Savaneri M.
Savannah M gets a second round victory by ground and pound. A beautiful game plan. The excellence in the execution from the Sweet Savage. And a big smile on her face to get back in the winner's circle and do so in very impressive fashion. The Cambodian and American flags jointly flying high in Singapore tonight. As we take a look at the finish once more, in the arm of Choi with her left leg. Use the left glove to pound away at the exposed face. Choi no place to go. M goes to the winner's circle. And it looks like the Sweet Savage is ready to have a chat with the Dragon, Mitch Chilson.
Savaneri M, now we know why they call you the Sweet Savage. How do you feel after getting a really tough opponent out of there so well?
I feel great. Man, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I'm just so spoiled with, finishing my matches within the first round. So going into that second round, I was quite proud of myself that I did the whole first round and managed to find the finish in the second. So.
Well, you get back into the winner's circle with a really big performance here tonight. What do you want next inside the circle?
I would just like to be more busy. Yeah, I have to go back to my team and discuss how we can move forward after this. This was just a big test for me since my last fight. I wasn't sure, after losing the way I did the last time, I was pretty down on myself, and I wasn't sure if I was quite fit for this sport. But after tonight, I feel like I'm a warrior, and I can keep going.
Well, you definitely are a warrior, and you seem like a perfect fit to me. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Savannah, the Sweet Savage M.
Thank you, guys.
She's fantastic indeed. Savannah M gets the win in great style tonight. Folks, don't forget to join us in over 150 countries worldwide. One championship action. Check your local TV guides. Singapore, India, Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, in the USA, Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, and beyond. We're on the air everywhere. And coming up next, it's going to be a kickboxing contest between the light heavyweights when Mihailo Keciljevic takes on Beybulat Isaev. Mihailo Keciljevic takes on Beybulat Isaev in a light heavyweight kickboxing contest.
Representing Russia, Beybulat Isaev.
Beybulat Isaev, the 26-year-old from Surgut, Russia, wasting no time whatsoever in getting to the circle. A man on a demolition mission. Likes to compete in close, keeps the chin down, head-umps, bent arm shots, low kicks as he comes forward. Good economy of energy. But how will he handle the power of Keciljevic? How will Keciljevic handle the power of Beybulat Isaev?
Yeah, Isaev believes he's going to have a speed advantage, and he really wants to utilize that because he knows that Keciljevic is going to have the reach advantage on him. So he wants to get in and get out and really put a lot of pressure on Keciljevic because he doesn't want him to get comfortable, establish his rhythm, and then utilize that long jab to pick him apart. So he wants to get in and get out and land big shots, Michael.
These men want to crack at Roman Kriklia's world title. Could they put themselves in the line of it? 3-by-3 minute round scored by 3 judges on a 10-point must system. Nobody believes it'll go the distance. 2 big men with a combined knockout rate of nearly 80%. They can knock you out the legs. They prefer to do it with their hands.
Representing Serbia, Mihailo Keciljevic.
198 centimeters of Serbian power. Mihailo Keciljevic makes his one debut. Started boxing as an 8-year-old. Had more than 80 amateur bouts between boxing and kickboxing. Began kickboxing when he was 12 years old. A member of the Serbian junior national kickboxing team, state champion, national champion, has his eyes set on becoming a One Super Series world champion.
Yeah, 100% finishing rate, Michael. All of his bouts have ended spectacularly with a huge knockout victory. This guy comes in and he is trying to end you. He has a 93% win rate, and this guy, when he puts hands on you, you start to feel it. He is really good at understanding range and distance. He's got beautiful footwork, and he's got beautiful combinations. I love the way he starts putting things together, but he's got to stay away from those close range exchanges that Isaev is really known for. He's got to utilize the jab, keep the distance, and also start to slow down the movement of Isaev, because he also believes that Isaev is going to be a little bit quicker than him because he just has a massive size advantage. He walks around 10 kilos heavier than Isaev, and he's also got that 8 centimeters of height.
Can Kechoyevich stop Isaev? Kechoyevich himself has never been stopped as a pro. I'm on the edge of my seat for this one, Dragon, because these are two men with one punch KO power. Who can protect their jaw the better? Can Isaev get on the inside of the long arms of Kechoyevich? Can Kechoyevich keep him at bay, pick him off, and land the big tub thumper? It's a kickboxing match, one Super Series set for 3 rounds of action. Serbia versus Russia. The Serb is a full 8 centimeters taller. Let's go to Tom Lau.
And now, this match is 3 rounds of 3 minutes in a 1 Super Series light heavyweight kickboxing contest. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a WMC Muay Thai world champion, standing at 190 centimeters tall, holding a Muay Thai record of 19 wins and 5 losses. Training out of Fight Club Nord 86, representing Russia. Stepping into action is Baybulan Isaev. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a Serbian kickboxing champion, standing at 198 centimeters tall, holding a kickboxing record of 13 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of kickboxing team Sinljejic, representing Serbia. Get ready for Mihailo Kekoyevich. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Coste.
All right, guys, watch out for headbutt, back of the head. I want a clear, fair fight. Touch guard if you want, and back your corner.
Look at the height differential there. Mihailo Kekoyevich says he has the power. Baybulan Isaev says he has the speed. 3 rounds, but will it go that far between 2 men who know how to finish? Between them combined, an 80% knockout rate. For Mihailo Kekoyevich, 100% by KO. They touch gloves. Kekoyevich likes the control center circle, thrusts out the jab early there. Towering Serbian. Good jab there from Isaev. Outside leg kick misses from Isaev. Kekoyevich coming forward, loops the lead hand, overhand right to left hook there from Isaev, then goes downstairs. Nice jab too through the guard from Kekoyevich. Rib kick from Kekoyevich, and the looping hands early. The Serb has opened up strongly in the first 30 seconds.
This is what Isaev needs to do. He needs to close that distance and you neutralize that reach advantage that Kekoyevich has. But Kekoyevich is finding a home with that jab.
Kekoyevich, chin tucked, low sweep there from Baybulan Isaev. It's been a very good start, particularly from Mihailo Kekoyevich. Straight down the center corridor with that beautiful jab-2 combination. Has to use that reach, that height. And he does, full extension on the right cross. Good double forearms guard, winging them now. Isaev backs up, did not want to do that against Kekoyevich. You've got to plant yourself. You've got to stay on the inside. Oh, that's why! Forget about it! He planted him like a tree. 1 punch sends him to the land of Nod. One of the finest 1-punch knockouts we have ever seen.
Oh my good golly, Miss Molly, did you see that right hand, Michael Cervello? Wow! You could see he was closing that distance, but then that right hand just came over the top. Take a look at it again. You could see he was going to the body, but then boom! Lowers the boom on Kekoyevich with a beautiful overhand right to call it a night. That was stupendous, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
My word. Did you see the gum shield fly from his mouth? Such was the impact of that one single mandible crushing punch from Beybulat Isaev.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has called a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 22 seconds in the opening round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Beybulat Isaev.
Surely a showdown with Andre Stoica or maybe even Roman Kriklia is ahead. The knees went like a marionette with the string suddenly cut. Look at that. Gum shield flew out, crashed to the canvas. My word. That is a highlight reel finish like no other. Mitch now with Beybulat Isaev.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Beybulat Isaev. What an incredible knockout finish. You told me earlier this week that you wanted to start the match extremely fast and aggressive, but then you found a home for that right hand. How are you feeling, my friend?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my opponent. Very good. I very happy.
Well, Beybulat, that was a beautiful performance, and you just made huge waves in the light heavyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Beybulat Isaev.
Thank you so much.
Tremendous performance from Beybulat Isaev. A crunching performance. My word. Another knockout to add to his impressive record. Who is next for Beybulat Isaev? And coming up next, it's a bantamweight contest as the Ghost, Chen Ray, takes on the pretty boy, 1-1-0 on One Championship Unbreakable.
April Madness.
Chatri, so many great matches. I mean, TJ versus Moraes, Eddie Alvarez versus Yuri Lapicus, Onglan Sung, and a whole lot more. What are you really looking forward to?
I'm really excited for the trilogy fight between Onglan Sung and Vitaly Bigdash. That is going to be an insane fight.
That is going to be nuts, and indeed the entire month is going to be crazy. Another one that really tickles my fancy, Christian Lee, Timofey Nastukin is going to be crazy.
Absolutely. You know, Christian is a dynamic world champion. He only comes forward. He's very, very aggressive. But guess what? Nastyukin only moves forward as well, and he has dynamite in his hands and his legs, a KO artist. As you remember, Nastyukin was the one who welcomed Eddie Alvarez into One Championship with that first round KO. The question is, can Nastyukin repeat that with Christian Lee?
Speaking of knockouts, how about tonight's main event? It goes down soon as the hammer from Italy, Mauro Cirilli, takes on Vagabond. It is going to be awesome. Check this out and strap yourselves in.
È un ragazzo giovane, duro, un buon atleta, ha 10 vittorie di seguito, sicuramente sarà un bel match, ma finirà la sua striscia vincente.
По ударке. Никакого плана на бой нет, только бить и бороть.
Sono preoccupato che ha finito gli avversari per KO prima del limite, quindi la cosa non mi impensierisce.
В бою может случиться все, что угодно. Самое главное – это дух, и он у меня есть.
Il mio sogno è finirlo KO al primo round.
Мауро, ты хочешь нокаутировать меня в первом раунде? Ты ответишь за свои слова. Я накормлю тебя макаронами.
Can't wait for that heavyweight main event. The Italian hammer, Mauro Cirilli and Abdul Basir Vagabond. But coming up next, a mixed martial arts contest set for 3 by 5 minute round. It's a bantamweight stoush as Chen Ray takes on the pretty boy, 1-1-0.
Representing South Korea, Pretty Boy, 1-1-L.
This guy is on. My word, is he on. If pretty boy Kwon Won-il unloads, Chen Ray is in for a world of hurt. Kwon Won-il comes in off a sensational first round knockout of Bruno Pucci last time out. Kwon Won-il is known for many things, but Dragon particularly for his knockout power.
And they come from that massive right hand. It is so accurate. It zeroes in on its target and just puts you out. And then his finishing instincts, how he just jumps all over his opponents, whether he needs to or not. Kwon Won-il is a serious one-punch knockout artist, and he wants to get another one, but he's looking to mix in the takedowns and really drain on Chen Rui because he knows Chen Ray has so many different skill sets, especially when it comes to boxing. He wants to apply that pressure, put him on his back, drain his energy, and then get another big knockout.
All of his wins so far in one championship have been by knockout. The longest win took only 2 minutes. This one under our global rule set, 3 5-minute rounds. The bout is judged in its 15-minute entirety. No kicks to the head of a grounded opponent. No spiking or throws on the head, neck, or spine. That said, Dragon, what are the keys for Chen Ray to try and beat this man?
Chen Ray has to avoid that massive right hand. He's got to move. He's got to try to really utilize his best attribute, and that comes from the striking. You know, Chen Ray's got to push forward and not allow Kwon Won-il to march him down.
Representing China, the Ghost, Chen Ray.
They call him the Ghost because he makes opponents disappear. Chen Ray from China jogs down to the circle, comes in off a first-round knockout win over the highly regarded OWS graduate Ali Muhammad. He is known for his boxing, Dragon.
Yeah, I really like the work this guy does with his hands. He moves forward and just puts you out. He can hit you from so many different directions. He's got these wide-angle shots, but he's also got very aggressive movement. He hunts you down, cuts off the angle, and then starts putting hands on you. He wants to push forward and back up Kwon Won-il up against the circle wall and hurt him. He says he's going to use kicks just to kind of keep that distance and to keep Kwon Won-il away from him. But what we really have to pay attention to is the shots to the body. Chen Ray wants to really hurt Kwon Won-il to the body because he believes that's going to be a weak point for Kwon Won-il. And he also believes in himself and his chin. He thinks he can take a better shot than Kwon Won-il, so he's okay to take one just to be able to give one.
Both these men believe they are knocking on the door of a top 5 ranking in the bantamweight division where Bibi Fernandez reigns as the world champion. John Lineker, Shoko Sato, Kevin Bellignon, Yusuf Sadulayev, and Shuya Kamakubo are the top 5 combatants. Of course, Kwon Won-il does have a loss to number 2 ranked Shoko Sato on his record. How he'd love to get another crack at Shoko Sato. The pretty boy versus the Ghost. We're ready for 3 rounds. It should be electric. It's a mixed martial arts contest. And will it go the distance? A lot of people don't think it will. China versus Korea, boxer versus freestyler, 8 centimeters taller is Kwon Won-il.
And now, this match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a 1 bantamweight mixed martial arts contest. This match is presented to you by Myanmar Airways International. Modern comforts, gentle traditions. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a South Korean kickboxing and taekwondo champion, standing at 178 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 11 wins and 3 losses. Training out of Extreme Combat and Top Gym BF, representing South Korea. Stepping into action is pretty boy Kwon Won-il. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is the One Jakarta Tournament champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 9 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of Chengdu Ashura Fight Club, representing China. Get ready for the Ghost, Chen Rui. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman.
Come, athlete, to the center, please. You both know the rules, right? Let's keep it clean, keep it active. Obey my instruction at all times. Touch glove, back to your corner.
The stare down between the Ghost and the Pretty Boy. There's something in the air tonight in Singapore. We've had a knockout night of action. 3 matches in, 3 knockout finishes, including that great one from Isaev we just saw against Kiciljevic.
Let's go!
Will there be a knockout here? 1-1-0, Chen Rui, touch gloves, 1-1-0 in the purple trunks, the long arms of the Pretty Boy. Got to watch the right hand of the Korean. And the Ghost goes for it early with the hooking punches and just ducks under the wicked round kick. Overhand right to get out of the clinch situation there from the Ghost. Uppercut to a left hook from Chen Rui. Jab to kangaroo from Kwon Won-il. Another cross down the center corridor. Checks the low kick and evades the right hand.
Kwon Won-il said he wanted to mix in those takedowns, and he did attempt one right there. And watch for Chen Rui to try to counter that right hand of Kwon Won-il. That's what he's doing. He's trying to counter that left hand, or the right hand rather, with his own left hook.
Absolutely no filling out process whatsoever in this one. They're both hunting for a knockout early. Kwon Won-il still looking for a takedown of Chen Rui. Chen Rui hooking punches, then a straight right cross. Uppercut off the lead hand from Kwon Won-il.
These guys both knew exactly what they were getting into, both showcasing good head movement, but this is what we pay to see right here. Look at the way these two are throwing hands inside the pocket.
Kwon Won-il edging his way forward. Already some damage to the left cheekbone of Chen Rui. Body shot, low punch from Kwon Won-il. Stiff right hand from Chen Rui. Jab from Chen Rui, no right hand for company. Jab again from the Chinese athlete, stunned him with that left. There's another left hook, a body kick from Kwon Won-il. Toe-to-toe in a phone booth. Body shot again from the Pretty Boy. Jab 2, shoots in for a double leg and gets a takedown.
Oh, I like how he's mixing in those takedowns, Michael Chavello. He gets on top, taking Chen Rui away from his strength, putting him on his back. Now he gets to do some work. This is where his height advantage is going to come into play. He's going to be able to hit Chen Rui from a variety of positions when he starts to posture up.
Dropping elbows from the top position is Kwon Won-il. Nice ground and pound there from Kwon Won-il. You see Chen Rui pulling him down, trying to control the Korean's posture. Kwon Won-il will not allow Chen Rui to his feet. Hammer fist strikes now, drives and knuckles in off the right glove.
Yeah, good ground and pound let go by Kwon Won-il. Now he's in the half guard. He does like this half guard position. It gives him better control. Now he's trying to set up possibly an arm triangle, but he's on the wrong side. He needs to get his body to the other side where the circle wall is to complete this triangle.
Half guard position for Kwon Won-il. Just past the halfway point of this opening round.
Let's go, work to finish.
Can he open up that right leg, get the right leg of his own out and go to side control perhaps? Postures up again, drops the right hand to the brow. There's a hammer fist strike to the side of the jaw. Nice head movement on the canvas there from Chen Rui.
You can see Kwon Won-il is very comfortable inside that half guard position, but Chen Rui was moving his head real nicely to evade a lot of these ground and pound shots.
Stiff, look at that, like a harpoon careening into the chin there of Chen Rui. Drops the elbow, rakes it across the nose. This is precision GNP from Kwon Won-il.
Like how he set that two up, Michael. He framed off his face and then just slid right into the elbow. Now he's looking to take the back of Chen Rui. Chen Rui's got to keep his back against the wall. He cannot allow Kwon Won-il to circle around and take his back, which he just did.
Rich Franklin, you'll be assessing the damage on the face of Chen Rui, no doubt.
Oh, for sure. I'm actually, as you asked me that question right now, Chavello, I am sitting here noting that on my paper.
Top position, full mount now. The hammer fist strikes. The Pretty Boy unloading. Look at this. Look at him go. Wreck-It Ralph
style. 1-1 unloading on a hapless Chenray. It could be over soon if Chenray doesn't defend. 1-1 going bananas from the top position. The elbows, the hammer fists, the knuckles to the nose, to the jaw, to the temple. Where does Chenray go? Takes another elbow and another elbow. 1-1 sign the pink slips, sign the ownership papers. Here's all over Chenray. Oh my word, another elbow. And now off the left arm, they just keep coming. The elbows just keep coming. There's no relent from 1-1. The referee may stop it. Still Chenray's in there. And still 1-1 drops the elbows. The sharp tip of the elbow raining down on the face of Chenray.
Oh, Chenray gets up! Oh, what a warrior!
Can you believe it? How did he get to his feet? Throws an uppercut, does the Ghost. Throws a right hand, the Ghost. This is crazy. What a round. And we're going to round two.
Man, 1-1 went full Donkey Kong as he was going hammer fists. But this was a beautiful little combination. Look at that head movement from 1-1 as he landed the kick, but then Chenray answered right back with a right hand. Look at 1-1 marching him down, staying true to his word, saying he was going to mix in the takedowns because there was a clear advantage for him on the ground. And then just going whack-a-mole as the hammer fist started coming down. And then 1-1 switched to the elbows. Rich Franklin breaking down.
Man, this is a great high-paced match at the beginning when they were on their feet. And I was sitting there thinking, if something doesn't happen, I don't know how I'm going to score this at the end because they were going back and forth. But 1-1 landed that takedown, and once he landed that takedown, it was all him with the ground control, moving to half guard, the ground and pound that he had there, taking the back. It was amazing seeing Chenray get back to his feet, and he did score on my card on that, but obviously with the damage that was inflicted from all those strikes, that's the highest scoring category that we have so far.
What a first round. You've got to catch your breath. My goodness, the action on that one. Second of three. Right hand. The damage category scored the way of 1-1 in the first round. Chenray was taking the damage. We are scored as an overall contest, folks, not round by round, but certainly after 5 minutes, 1-1 in the driver's seat. Jab there from Chenray.
The Ghost needs to reappear in this round with something intense, Michael. He had a beating put on him, but look at him. What a warrior Chenray is. Body, head.
Look at this snappy jab from Chenray. Jab again from Chenray. Can he keep it on the feet? 1-1. He's called the pretty boy. Doesn't like getting hit in the face. Nice dipping body shot there from the Korean. Jab out of southpaw, back to orthodox now Chenray. Southpaw again and back to orthodox. The confidence building on Chenray. That uppercut went higher than my blood pressure.
Chenray does not want to allow himself to get backed up against the wall. I know exactly what 1-1 is trying to do. He's trying to corral him up against that wall, and then he's going to look for another one of those takedowns. He had a clear advantage on the ground, and I think he wants to get back to it.
Goes inside the phone booth now. Overhand right from Chenray. Body shot from 1-1, the uppercut from Chenray. Overhand elbow, bit of Muay Thai. Gets clipped with the left hand and a right. The right hand stunned him. Here comes 1-1, the Muay Thai clinching knee. Big left hand. Smack bang. Smack bang. How is Chenray still standing? How is Chenray still standing? The Ghost won't go down. Oh, spinning back elbow. How is he still standing? The Ghost won't fall. The Ghost won't go down. And he rallies back. He goes to the body. He tries for a tie clinch.
I cannot believe these two are just standing there trading like this. What a chin. Chenray told me he had a good chin, but I did not believe it to this extent. He has eaten every single one of these shots and absorbed them and then just answered right back.
Chenray, the human sponge, absorbing everything. Another left hand, another right hand from 1-1. That right hand usually knocks out opponents. That right hand knocked out Bruno Pucci last time out, but Chenray surviving. And there's Chenray powering back with the left. 1-1 comes forward. We're seeing some damage on the face of the pretty boy now.
Man, Chen Ray's best defense is to block with his face and then just counter back. He's eating 2 of those spinning back elbows. Look at him taking a big, deep breath.
Amazing scenes here in Singapore in this closed-door event. Body shot, liver shot there from Kwon Won-il. Jab from Chen Ray.
Kwon Won-il has to be wondering what he has to do to get Chen Ray out of there. He's just got to pull out the kitchen sink and club him over the side of the head because Chen Ray will not fall.
How do you get rid of the ghost? It's time for Kwon Won-il to pull out the Ouija board. It's the only way to get rid of Chen Ray. He won't go down. He won't get knocked out. Here comes Kwon Won-il. Oh, look at the guts and intestinal fortitude on Chen Ray to keep coming forward, even though he's tired, even though he's taken so much damage. That martial arts warrior spirit carries him on.
I like the way Kwon Won-il slips those punches and just digs to the body. Look at these two just trading shots.
Mitch, any chance there's a rope-a-dope strategy here from Chen Ray?
Man, he might be trying to have Kwon Won-il punch himself out, but he is just absorbing all of these shots. You are not supposed to block punches with your face like that and still be standing.
Another right hand. Another straight cross.
In the second round.
Uppercut from Chen Ray. What's he possibly got left here? It's amazing resilience, amazing human spirit from Chen Ray. 45 seconds to go. Big overhand right to a left hook. Kwon Won-il teeing off on him like a golf course. And still Chen Ray standing and rallying back. Chen Ray grunting behind every shot. Kwon Won-il just can't drop him. Chen Ray taking more shots than a camera, and still he is here. Another right hand would have dropped the lesser man. The left hook caught him sweetly, cleanly, and Chen Ray still fires back with a left hook of his own. This is tremendous. This is all heart. This is pure box office.
And this is only the second round, Michael. We've still got another 5 minutes of this.
Will he come out for the third? Will he come out for the third? That is amazing.
Man, Unbreakable 2, the war of attrition continues as the Ghost challenges the pretty boy and just, oh, Michael, these shots. Look at these shots. Watch the replay.
Speaking of Unbreakable, you may as well call Chen Ray David Dunn. You may as well name tonight one championship Chen Ray. He is unbreakable because those shots would have broken any other man.
My jaw hurts. Rich Franklin, how'd you score those first 10?
I'm sitting over here cringing watching this, and Chen Ray is living up to the name Unbreakable for sure. Look, I can score this in the first 5 minutes of the match. Kwon Won took a lead, big lead with the ground control. In the second round here, obviously it's all about the striking superiority. Chen Ray is landing some strikes, but they're just obviously, as you're watching, not of the same quality. Michael, you mentioned something about a rope-a-dope. Typically when you're rope-a-doping, you're not throwing back, and you can tell that Chen Ray is just getting more and more tired and worn as he goes.
Third and final round after 10 minutes of action. It is Kwon Won-il in control. But you cannot rule out the Ghost. Chen Ray is still here. He is still haunting Kwon Won-il. And Kwon Won-il backs him off again. How much of this punishment can one man absorb and still keep coming back? The heart of Chen Ray, tremendous. What warrior spirit eats an uppercut, eats another right hand, body shot, left hook.
That body shot, Michael, that body shot landed right there.
Now it's over.
He couldn't take too many more of those, man. You can just see him start to wince a little bit. And Kwon Won-il was landing that left hook to the body over and over again. And then it was just one too many. Punch him in the face was not gonna do it. He had to go to the body. He had to go to the liver to shut him down. That's the only way you're gonna get the Ghost out of there. But what a tremendous striking performance by the pretty boy, Kwon Won-il.
A beautiful liver shot from Kwon Won-il. Folds the Ghost in half like a piano accordion, and that is the humility, the honor, the respect, the courage the virtues of our one championship athletes.
Look at this, just landed a stiff jab, but then just went to the body. There was no way he was gonna put Chen Rey out going up top to the head. The body shot had to get it done, but it was just that beautiful accuracy. We spoke about it time and time again coming from Kwon Won-il.
Phenomenal match. Let's go to Tom Lau to put it in the record books.
This match was presented to you by Myanmar Airways International. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of technical knockout, Kwon Won-il.
The knockout trend continues tonight at One Championship Unbreakable 2 in Singapore. Kwon Won-il in an all-time performance against Chen Rey of China with a beautifully placed body shot to finish the job. Chen Rey, if you're wearing a hat, take it off to this man. Amazing that you're standing for so long, and that was a superb body shot to finish it from the pretty boy. The streak continues for Kwon Won-il knocking on the door in the bantamweight division. Let's go now to the Dragon, who is with Kwon Won-il.
The pretty boy, Kwon Won-il. I gotta ask, man, you put some hands on Chen Rey. Were you surprised by how much damage he took?
첸 루이한테 정말 엄청난 펀치들을 쏟아 부으셨는데 첸 루이가 이거를 다 이 정도까지 버텼다는 거에 되게 놀라셨나요?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Very surprised. Anyway, I want to talk to one thing. I'm always not gonna run away any fight. So now, I want a big fight. So now I want to corral this one guy. Whew. He's very strong, and he has a power puncher. And then this division is ranked #1. Hey, John Lineker, I want to fight you. That's it. I won't fight you. Whew. Yeah.
Kwon Won-il calling out another power puncher in John Lineker. I think that's an exciting matchup. But one more question before we let you go. You have put on tremendous performances. What gives you the drive and determination to keep pushing forward with epic performances like this?
최근 경기들 보면은 너무 지금 놀라운 모습들을 보이고 계시는데 이 원동력은 무엇입니까? 이 이유, 이렇게 지금 잘 나가는 이유.
이거 한국말로 할게요.
오케이.
이 원동력은 제가 사실 코로나나 이런 것 때문에 너무 힘들어요. 근데 제가 할 수 있는 게 지금 이거밖에 없어요. 그래가지고 내 가족들도 있고 나 응원해 주는 사람들도 있고 또 심지어 좀 있으면 저희 엄마 생일이에요. 작년에 제가 사토시 쇼코랑 싸울 때 딱 그때가 엄마가 그 다음날 생일이었거든요. 근데 제가 그때 졌는데 지금은 제가 이겨서 엄마한테 내가 이겼다고, 가족들한테 내가 이겨서 엄마한테 선물로 줄 수 있다고, 그거가 요번에 저의 원동력이었어요.
Because of this COVID-19 pandemic, I really had a hard time. It was a really difficult time for me. And as you know, this is the only thing that I'm good at, and this is the only thing that I know. So I always train hard, and I always prepare for whatever one championship needs me for. And one more thing, last year, around this time, I lost to Sato Shoko in Manila. And one day after the bout, it was my mom's birthday. And now, soon, it's my mom's birthday again. And this year, I'm so proud that I can tell her that I won and that this is her birthday gift.
Well, happy birthday, Mama Kwon. What an incredible performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Kwon Won-il.
It was a smashing performance in every sense of the word, and Kwon Won-il calling out John Lineker. What a performance from him. Kwon Won-il with a big win over the Ghost, Chen Rey. And coming up after the break, a flyweight contest as Daichi Takanaga takes on Ivanildo Delfino. You're watching One Championship.
Unbreakable 2. What a night it's been so far, and there's still plenty more to come. It's a mixed martial arts contest set for 3x5 in the flyweight division, as Daichi Takanaka takes on Ivanildo Delfino in a battle of contrasting styles.
Representing Brazil, Ivanildo Delfino!
Monstrinho is a monster indeed. Great entrance, as always, from Ivanildo Delfino. Began his career as an 8-0 combatant, 6 finishes before signing with 1 championship. The man who grew up in poverty along the Amazon River, now at the very top of the martial arts world. And what a contest he'll have tonight. A challenge indeed against Daichi Takanaka. Delfino looking composed, looking ready here, Dragon.
Yeah, Delfino is legit. He is a warrior from Brazil. He's got an MMA championship out there in Brazil, and this guy comes to finish you. He's got submission victories. He's really been focused on his footwork and improving his overall boxing, but where he does his best work is on the ground. He wants to take you down, and he wants to grind on you. He's been working a lot on his grounded pound, getting control of his opponents, and he is going to need to shut down the ground game of Takanaka if he wants to be successful in this one, because Takanaka is a beast when things hit the mat.
5 submissions in 8 wins, a 63% submission rate for Delfino. Both these men looking to break into that heated top 5 in the flyweight division, when #1 is the greatest of all time, Demetrius Johnson. Under the global rule set for this one, 3x5, the bout is judged in its entirety. No kicks to the head of a grounded opponent, no spiking or throws on the head, neck or spine. Reese McLaren sits at #5 in the flyweight division. Yuya Wakamatsu #4, Harad Akhmatov at 3, King Ad at 2, Demetrius Johnson #1 and the champ, Adriano Moraes. How Delfino would like to be another Brazilian in the top of the flyweight division.
Representing Japan, Daichi Takanaka.
The Shuto Pacific Rim champion, Daichi Takanaka, had a very strong run at bantamweight. This is his first time competing as a flyweight. He'd love to be the second Japanese in the top 5, with Yuya Wakamatsu currently in the 4th place. Mitch, some very good wrestling on Takanaka.
Yeah, Takanaka is undefeated at flyweight, and it's due to his submission grappling. This guy is a beast on the ground. Here he is getting it done against a BJJ world champion, Leandro Issa, and Takanaka has a squeeze on him. He is so good when things hits the ground. He really tries to dominate and control his opponents. But is he going to have that kind of game plan against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist, Delfino? It's really going to be an interesting matchup when things hit the ground. But on the feet, Takanaka's got good boxing. He utilizes the kicks to set up those hands, but everything is a setup for that submission grappling. He puts a tremendous pace on his opponents, and it's hard for them to keep up with. He punches into the takedowns, and once things hit the mat, he starts hunting for that rear naked choke. Takanaka has 5 first-round finishes, so pay very close attention to these first 5 minutes. And Takanaka has 1 18-second KO, so he can turn the lights out ultra fast, Michael.
I just want you to say beast again. How did you say beast? He's a beast! He is a beast, Mitch. You are right. In every sense of the word, a spectacular record, 12-2 for Takanaka. 4 submissions, 3 knockouts,
As Dragon said, he can finish you from anywhere. Can he finish Delfino and perhaps crack in to that coveted top 5 in the flyweight division? Again, had a very strong run at bantamweight, but this is a whole different kettle of fish. It's a mixed martial arts rules contest set for 3 rounds of action. Both men are 30 years old. Slight height advantage going to Delfino. Both have very high finishing rates. Let's go to Dom Lau.
And now, this match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a One Championship flyweight mixed martial arts contest. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a Brazilian mixed martial arts champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 8 wins and 1 loss. Training out of Marajo Brothers, representing Brazil. Please welcome Ivanildo Monstrinho Delfino. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a Japanese mixed martial arts champion, standing at 167 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 12 wins and 2 losses. Training out of Palestra Izumi and hybrid fighter, representing Japan. Introducing Daichi Takenaka. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Coste.
Hi guys, watch out for headbutt, low blow, back of the head and spine. I accept clear, fair fight. Touch grab if you want, and back your corner.
Third man in the circle for this one, Olivier Coste. We are set for 3 rounds of action, but as we said earlier, 2 men with tremendous finishing rates that may not go that far.
Judge.
We know they're very proficient on the ground, also no slouches in the stand-up. Takenaka likes the left middle kick, likes the overhand left and the right hook. Delfino works well on the inside if he gets a chance to use his Muay Thai elbows, his knees, and his uppercuts. At the moment, Takenaka looking to control center circle, and there's that left middle kick I spoke of.
Yeah, Delfino knew it was coming. He immediately caught it, entered into that clinch. He starts to tangle, presses Takenaka up against the circle wall. Let's see what he can do here inside that clinch.
Trying to get that left hand inside and does so now, Takenaka.
Watch out, watch out.
Likes to use his striking to set up the double leg takedown, Takenaka. No chance of that at the moment, though, for the Japanese warrior. 12-2 Takenaka, 8-1 Delfino. 80% finishing rate for Takenaka, 89 for the Brazilian Delfino.
Takenaka's got double underhooks on Delfino. You can see Delfino's trying to create a little bit of separation, trying to reach in, grab the legs, just get some of that control back. That's what he wanted to do. Spin him around. Now he's got control outside that wall.
There's the elbow on the inside, the Muay Thai technique that Delfino likes to use. Gut-punching knee from Delfino, returns the favor as Takenaka. Uppercut elbow there from Delfino.
We've seen this in the past from Takenaka, how he has that control. He just does so well inside that clinch. You can see him trying to go for that hip toss, but a beautiful inside reap of the leg to put Delfino on his back.
Moving aside control, but in half guard at the moment. Takenaka trying to get that right hand off to the side of the head of Delfino. It's amazing how far Delfino's come in what's a relatively short martial arts career. Didn't start training in BJJ until he was 19 years old. That's only 11 years ago. And here he is in the largest martial arts organization on the planet. Incredible determination on the man who grew up on the banks of the Amazon River.
See, Delfino's doing a really good job of trying to maintain that half guard position. He does not want Takenaka to slide his left leg out of his legs so that he can establish side control. Takenaka has really dominant side control work. You can see Delfino's now, he's throwing his leg up over the back of the head of Takenaka to possibly go for a rubber guard. But you can see Delfino use that chance to pass over and end up in side control.
Tied up like a ball of twine at the moment. Side control for Takenaka. 2 minutes remaining. First round set for 3. Couple of right hands to the side of the head. Now one to the top of the noggin there from Takenaka.
See, Takenaka's got that crucifix, but a big bridge coming from Delfino. And he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Takenaka was trying to circle around to the back, but Delfino was able to reach around and pull him back into the front position.
They tango on the feet, take down. Now it's Takenaka, top position inside the closed guard. Now open from Delfino. Back and forth contest here, Dragon, the first round as Delfino throws the legs up.
Yeah, Delfino's attempting to go for a triangle, but Takenaka was wise to it. We told you, ladies and gentlemen, that this would be a very intriguing ground game battle, and that's exactly what's playing out here. We're seeing so many little different intricate movements from both these guys on the ground. Pay very close attention to Takenaka trying to get past the legs of Delfino, and Delfino trying so hard to keep his legs in front of Takenaka and at least control one of those legs.
Takenaka, who comes in off a 13-month layoff. But no signs of any ring rust here from the man from Osaka. Inside half guard of Delfino. We move towards the end of a very entertaining opening round. Both men have certainly had their opportunities, had their moments. Our 3 judges are scoring as an overall contest and not round by round. Good popping left hand at the side of the head, just below the ear there from Takenaka.
You can see the way Takenaka's got his legs triangled around the leg of Delfino, and that usually happens from the bottom guy using some kind of lockdown position. But Takenaka's actually using that so he can maintain this top position. Usually the guy on top is showing a little bit more dominance, and that's what Takenaka is doing in this first round.
End of the first, we go to the towels. Let us know your thoughts, folks, wherever you're watching around the world. At One Championship on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Look at this. He throws all of his power behind this reap and then drops down to control and to get this sweep, and that's what started this ground onslaught. Delfino did a good job of trying to bridge out, but Takenaka tried to sneak around to the back, and Delfino was able to use his right arm to prevent Takenaka from fully taking his back. A lot of flexibility demonstrated by Delfino in his upper body right there.
Delfino just the one loss, a decision to Tatsumitsu Wada on his one debut. Can he get in the winner's circle, here tonight?
All right, ready? Ready?
Choke! Olivia Koss gets us back underway. Very good first round for both these athletes. Southpaw stance here on Takenaka, orthodox stance on Delfino. Though Takenaka does like to switch and again starts the round as he did in the first with that left body kick. Nice overhand right to a high right roundhouse there from Delfino. Takenaka catches the leg. Can he sweep out the support leg? Picks him up. Tries to plant him to no avail and gets stuck here, Dragon.
Delfino was looking real sharp on his feet. Threw that nice body kick to open, but Takenaka answered, and immediately Takenaka wanted to get to this thing to the ground. And you can understand why, because he was able to dominate that first round so convincingly and just have control of Delfino. He knows exactly where he wants this match to take place, and Delfino's trying to maintain it. Good control of the right arm from Takenaka, as Delfino might try to use that arm to pull himself back up.
If there's one thing Delfino cannot do on the ground, it's to let Takenaka take his back. Skilled at attacking the back position, the Japanese athlete, rear naked choke specialist.
Nice little step over there from Takanaka, and he's driving his shoulder and his head. Inside these clinch positions, pay close attention to the head position of each of these guys. Where their head goes, that's where their body's gonna go. If Takanaka has his head above the head of Delfino, that's gonna enable him to have better control. Delfino needs to work his way back up to his feet. Takanaka's gonna pass that half guard right now. All he has to do is stick that foot there and slide right over. Good job by Delfino to try to bridge out of it though. You can see this is what Takanaka wants to do. He wants to sneak around and take the back, but Delfino's trying to keep his back up against the wall, but Delfino was able to do it. Now he's got that body triangle.
Catch the specialty here. Catch. Delfino has given his back. Takanaka's taken it. Can he take home a submission? Lots of time to go in the round. He's got to reset here, Takanaka. This is not where Delfino wants to be. With Takanaka on your back. Look at the veins bulging out of the head here of Delfino as he tries to survive. And Takanaka takes his time. Gonna soften him up a little more. This is Takanakaville. This is Takanaka's world. He owns this position. He's a rear naked choke specialist, and the figure four wrapped around the body will constrict the breathing of Delfino. It's gonna wear down the Brazilian.
But with the body triangle, you can see how high Takanaka is up on top of the back of Delfino. And that happens with the body triangle, and so that puts his arm right against the chin. Delfino is ultra tough. It's going to be very hard to submit Delfino with a face crank. It can be done, and Takanaka has a good squeeze, but he's got to get that arm underneath the chin so he can apply that pressure. It's slowly getting under there.
Oh, this could be bad for Delfino. He's still surviving, but there's still 1:35 remaining in the second. Again, Takanaka resets.
You can see just how high Takanaka is. If he releases the body triangle, he might be able to sit a little bit lower so he could get that arm underneath the neck. But Delfino's, oh, now it's getting under there. You can see how the forearm is just under the chin. You can still finish a choke from this position because you're cutting off the carotid arteries, but it's going to be tough.
Oh, this is it. Surely this is it now. Surely this is over. How is Delfino surviving?
That's what he's got to do. He's got to pull that hand off of his head. He can't let Takanaka get that squeeze that's getting under there, Michael.
Still Delfino survives.
He's got to keep control of that right arm of Takanaka. If Takanaka can get that arm free and apply the squeeze, it might be a wrap. But Delfino's doing a great job of holding on. He is ultra tough, Michael.
This is amazing. If Delfino sees out the next 40 seconds, this will be one of the great survival stories. Against a man who is a rear naked choke specialist. Delfino, I don't know how long he survived for now, Mitch. It's been a good portion of the round, and Takanaka again tries to reset that choke.
Yeah, he's been on the back for at least 2 full minutes right now, and he keeps attempting it. He's getting tighter and tighter, but Delfino knows exactly what's going on. I'm sure he's been in this position hundreds of times, and he's completely composed.
Mitch, it doesn't look like Takanaka will get the tap with 10 seconds remaining. How mentally debilitating will it be for Takanaka, knowing he strived so hard and he could not get it?
You know, he attempted to really apply that squeeze. He probably just gave total exertion into his arms and put everything he could into that tightness, but he's been there. You said it yourself. He is a specialist at the rear naked choke, and if he just misses a couple of times, I don't think he's going to be that discouraged.
Which begs my next question, physical toll. Who did it take more of a toll on? Takanaka attempting the choke time and time again, or Delfino defending it?
Oh, look at that squeeze right there. You can see it's going to happen for both athletes. I mean, we're entering the 3rd round. It's the final stanza of this high-intensity grappling battle between these two. And that tightness, Delfino definitely struggled inside there. Not only did he have his neck constricted, but he also had that body lock triangle as well. So his entire body was being contracted by the legs and arms of Takanaka. But Takanaka was squeezing with everything he had. But look at him. This dude is chiz. Both these guys look like they're anatomy charts. They are definitely in high-level conditioning.
Look for that left body kick of Takanaka. He's opened up every round with it so far.
He goes to the head with it. There's a body kick from Delfino. Nice elbow on the inside from Delfino. Some of that Muay Thai technique. Dropping down for a double here. Takanaka loves the double leg. And gets a takedown, even though Delfino tried to post up dangerously on the left arm. Takes the back standing now. The old backpack technique.
Oh, beautifully done. He was able, he knew that second kick was coming. He knew if he threw a kick, Delfino was going to answer back with one. He caught it and used it as an entry into this position. And immediately, now he's got 4 minutes to work from this back position, Michael.
Mitch, what's more difficult, defending with a guy on the back, on your back on the ground, or when you're standing like this, carrying him like a backpack?
Well, it's definitely hard to do this on your feet. You know, you're carrying his entire weight, but he is up against the wall, so he can kind of lean against the wall and take a little bit of stress off of his legs. But he's got to fight off a rear naked choke specialist who is just getting tighter and tighter, and you can see how he's using his hands to support his body, not defend the choke. He's got to defend that choke. He's relying on his toughness to get him through these choke attempts.
As Mitch said, so early in the round for Takanaka to already be attacking from his favorite position, from the back of his opponent. A lot of survival time for Delfino to get through, to see out the round. Takanaka's going to try and flatten him out perhaps. Riding the back patiently, methodically, trying to break Delfino down, to snake that arm under the chin, around the neck, and squeeze and choke Delfino.
But you can see Takanaka is a bit higher up, and so he has to kind of reach down to attack the neck of Delfino. So all Delfino has to do is keep that chin tucked and not allow those forearms to get underneath his chin. And all he has to do is just keep peeling off. He knows exactly what he needs to do to defend this, but Takanaka just is relentless with these choke attempts.
Some reverse punching there from Delfino. Once again in survival mode, as he was for most of the second round. Can Takanaka find submission number 5? This looks deep now.
That's underneath, and you can see how Takanaka is trying to hide his own hand behind his head. That's underneath the chin, Michael.
Oh,
this might be a
could
wrap.
Now. It is deep. He's submerged. It's over. Good night, Irene, for Delfino. And Takanaka takes another submission from his favorite technique, a rear naked choke.
It was just too many opportunities. You cannot give Takanaka that many opportunities to sink in his favorite submission. And he was able to do it. He had 4 minutes to sit on the back. Delfino was probably tired from all that defense. Look at this. He immediately goes to that double leg, gets the hands locked, puts Delfino on the ground, and immediately jumps to the back, sinks in that body triangle, and starts hunting for that rear naked choke. You can see the arm was already underneath the chin. He hides his own hand behind his head, so it's harder for Delfino to reach up there and grab it, and there's the squeeze.
Fantastic performance from Takanaka. Here's Dom Lau to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of submission, Daichi Takanaka!
It's his 13th win. It's his 4th by submission. Daichi Takanaka sends a message to Reese McLaren, Yuya Wakamatsu, Karen Akhmatov, Danny Kingad, and Demetrius Johnson that he has arrived in the flyweight division. And he did so in very impressive fashion. It looks like Takanaka is about to chat to Mitch Chilson in a moment. And that will certainly give him a lot of confidence in this very heated division. And he needs it. And can he possibly slap that on the likes of Akhmatov or Kingad or maybe even Demetrius Johnson in the future? Wouldn't that be extraordinary? Delfino, no place to go. Takanaka doing what Takanaka does. Here he is with the Dragon.
Daichi Takanaka, what a tremendous performance against a very tough opponent. How do you feel, my friend?
竹中選手、勝利おめでとうございます。すごくタフな選手だと相手選手だと思うんですけれども、今の気持ちをお聞かせください。
そうですね、2ラウンドで1本取るチャンスあったんですけど、決めきれず、そうですね、まあ3ラウンドで取れたんで良かったです。
I'm so happy because I tried to finish opponent on the second round, but I couldn't finish it. That's why I tried to finish him the 3 round.
Yeah, the transitions were amazing. And now you are here in the flyweight division. So I gotta ask, what's next for you?
今回、フライ級に階級を、変えて参戦されたと思うんですけれども、これからの展望を教えてください。
そうですね、まあ、今回、まあ、1本で勝てたんで、まあ、もっと強い選手と試合して上に上がっていきたいですね。
So this time I changed my weight and finished the opponent. So next time I will try to fighting the opponent more stronger than stronger.
All right, well, we are looking forward to your return to the circle. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Daichi Takenaka.
Fantastic win for Daichi Takenaka. He wants to tap his way through the entire flyweight division, and that's certainly the way to kick it off, beating Delfino. And coming up after the break, it's the heavyweight main event we've all been waiting for. The Hammer, Mauro Cirilli, takes on Abdul Basir Vagabov. Vagabov looks to make an immediate threat to the division.
Я выступал в разных лигах, и дебют One Championship – это большой шаг в моей карьере. Я хочу драться с серьезными бойцами и показать им свой уровень мастерства. Брэндон Вера хороший парень, ветеран, уважение к нему. Но пришло время молодых тяжеловесов. Быть чемпионом One Championship – это значит быть одним из лучших бойцов в мире. Я вообще не волнуюсь, пускай волнуются мои соперники. Я хочу показать свой уровень мастерства не только новым бойцам, но и старым.
Representing Russia, Abdul Basir, Dagestan Machine, Vagabov.
He's big, he's bad, and he's on a demolition mission. Abdul Basir Vagabov brings some serious power in his hands. Mitch, when this guy decides to put the foot down and go, he's a juggernaut who cannot be stopped.
Yeah, Vagabov, 12 career victories with 10 straight finishes. This guy likes to get it done in the very first 5 minutes. He's a Russian mixed martial arts champion with serious power in his hands. He's got intense forward pressure, likes to put his opponents on their back foot and starts to unload on them. So that's what he wants to do in this matchup. He wants to push forward and put hands on Cirilli, which is easier said than done.
Vagabov, 10 wins in the first round, including his last 7. 4 of his last 6 wins inside the first minute. Mitch, you spoke to him a couple of days ago, and Vagabov wants to make fast work of the Italian Hammer.
Yeah, he wants to get Cirilli out of there as quickly as possible. We're going to go with the global rule set on this one, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3 5-minute rounds, and the bout is judged in its entirety, not round by round. And Vagabov is just so intense. He has been racking up wins all over Europe and has now landed inside One Championship, and he is ready to make waves.
So many people have been waiting for this man and for the return of the Italian Hammer Cirilli, who once fought for the World Heavyweight title.
Ho una competizione dura, vedo tante possibilità in più per combattere, quindi non mi interessa se chi è duro e chi è meno duro, io sono un fighter e combatto. Penso che tocca a me combattere con Vera, non mi sono espresso l'altra volta. guadagnarmi una nuova chance titolata. Questo è il mio unico obiettivo. È importante perché voglio guadagnarmi la chance titolata. Sono pronto, mi sono allenato bene, sono il Mauro Cirilli 2.0. Voglio dimostrare a tutti che sono un degno contendente al titolo.
Representing Italy, Mauro the Hammer Cirilli.
He's grown the beard to welcome 2021. The Italian Hammer, Mauro Cirilli, says my run towards another world title tilt begins tonight. He plans to knock out Vagabov. He plans to do it with his awesome striking.
Yeah, Cirilli does his best work when he is going forward and taking control of the action. He prefers to put hands on people with aggressive striking combinations. Here he is putting on a tremendous performance, and this one was just impressive. He likes to get on top, and when he does, he starts to let that ground and pound go. Cirilli knows the challenge that's in front of him here tonight, and he wants to control the action. Expect these two massive heavyweights to come forward, collide in the center of that circle, and really put in some good, exciting work.
Battle of the big boys in our main event of Unbreakable 2. We've seen some great big boy stoushes so far. We saw Rook earlier on tonight. We saw Babel at SAF, but these two men bring a whole different level. Mauro Cirilli wants to get another crack at Brandon Vera. Abdul Basir wants to steamroll through everyone in the heavyweight and get his crack at Brandon Vera. Probably the person most closely watching this match will be the champion, Brandon Vera.
Oh yeah, he knows that these two are trying to get a shot at his coveted belt, but they've got two tests in front of them here tonight. This one is gonna be exciting.
The Italian Hammer back in the circle. It's a mixed martial arts main event. It's a heavyweight between two hulking humanities. 6 centimeters taller is Cirilli. Here's Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a 1 heavyweight mixed martial arts contest. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at circle side are Thomas Genberg of Sweden, Brad Robinson of the USA, and Mohammed Sulaiman of Singapore. This match is presented to you by Food Panda. Food and more delivered. Singapore! Here we go! Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a Russian mixed martial arts sambo and wrestling champion, standing at 184 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 12 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of All Stars Training Center, representing Russia. Stepping into action is Abdul Basir, Dagestan Machine, Vagabond. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is an Italian mixed martial arts champion, standing at 190 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 13 wins and 3 losses, representing Italy. Get ready for Mauro the Hammer Cirilli. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Coste.
Alright guys, watch out for headbutt, low blow, back of the head and spine. I want a clear fair fight. Touch guard if you want.
Look at the stare down from Abdulbasir Vagabov. He could beat the sun in a staring contest. The way he is glaring, burning holes into the eyes of Cirilli across the circle. Two huge hulking heavyweights. Cirilli's been bounding up and down his corner. Vagabov was standing flat-footed, staring across. And here we go, the Italian hammer. Mauro Cirilli against the Dagestan machine, the monster Abdulbasir Vagabov. Cirilli, the thicker built of the two, the taller of the two. Vagabov has got explosiveness, but they call Cirilli the hammer for two reasons. A, his right hand is so powerful, he hits you like a hammer. And B, well, his initials are MC. There's the right hand from Cirilli. Fake there from Cirilli. Already his corner saying bravo, tutto bene, very good, all is well. I like what they see so far from the hammer.
Cirilli told me earlier this week that he expected to counter punch off of Vagabov's big right hand. That's what the footwork is. That's where he's trying to get. He's trying to counter that big right hand that he knows Vagabov is going to try to throw. But he's circling to the correct side, though.
He's covering a lot of the circle early here. Is Mauro Cirilli. The Italian now gets the center circle. Jab two from him. Vagabov, hands up high as well, they should be. We all know the knockout power in the hands of Mauro Cirilli. Jab two again from Cirilli. Brings in a 46% knockout ratio, 23% submission ratio. 7 KOs in 12 wins for Vagabov, who has a 92% winning rate.
Vagabov's trying to close that distance. Right now he's got a high crotch, transitions to a double leg. Goes back to the single. Good job so far by Cirilli to dig that underhook, separate the legs, and try to pull him up. He does not want to allow Vagabov to drop down, get those legs nice and tight, and clasp his hands.
Vagabov's gone 10-0 in his last 10. Cirilli breaks off, resets. Looking in pretty good shape here tonight, Mauro Cirilli. Fakes the right hand. Vagabov on one championship debut. Certainly the biggest stage he's ever competed on. How will he handle it? It's a whole different ball game when you step up to one championship. Jab there from Cirilli, who unsuccessfully vied for the world title against Brandon Vera. Was knocked out by Vera from a drift away left hand from the champ. Says he'd love another crack at Vera.
You good? You good? Watch out your fingers, okay?
Toes open. Fingered gloves, just going to be careful of the eye pokes there. An apology from Vagabov. How do you see the debut of Vagabov so far, Dragon?
Vagabov, he keeps trying to close that distance. He wants to get in nice and tight. You can see that Cirilli has a nice little advantage on the feet. He's moving well, sticking out that jab. He's circling away, avoiding the damage. But I think Vagabov wants to get this match to the ground. I think he wants to get that takedown.
Saw a good counter right hand a few moments ago from Vagabov. Cirilli trying to set the right hammer by probing with the jab. Lots of instructions from the Italian corner of Cirilli. Outside leg kick from Mauro. Bolo punch off the right. Nice clinch and knee there from Mauro Cirilli. Left hook, needed the right hand over it though. Did you expect Vagabov to start like this, Dragon, or do you think he would have started more explosively?
He's definitely trying. He's trying to close that distance, but Cirilli's moving around really well. He knows that Vagabov wants to get in nice and tight and go to war inside that phone booth. And Cirilli's moving around well, circling to the weak side, putting out that jab and staying away from danger.
Overhand rights from Vagabov, doesn't quite have the timing nor the distance. Under a minute remaining in the first round. Cirilli's used a lot of the circle here. Continues that lateral movement. Left hook, wild looping right hand from Vagabov. May want to tighten that up. Looping right hand again from Vagabov. High kick from Cirilli, showing some flexibility, the big fella. Vagabov went for a double leg, couldn't execute a takedown. Tried to gut punch in knee, Muay Thai clinch and a high knee from Cirilli.
Good takedown defense showcased by the Italian as he marches forward. Now they're going to war inside the pocket as the 20-second mark hits. Takedown by Vagabov, but Chirilli's right back up to his feet.
Chirilli throws the high knees. Great performance so far from the Italian Hammer.
10 seconds.
Final 10 seconds of the round. Thought about a front kick, did Chirilli. Vagabov, some damage around the forehead, around the bridge of the nose. We go to the towels. Wow, Dragon, what a start to our heavyweight battle of the big boys in our main event.
You know, typically we see Chirilli doing really good work when he's going forward, but he has changed things up, and he's doing a good job of staying away from Vagabov, utilizing that backward movement. He's staying away, putting the jab out there, and winning some of these striking exchanges. But I'm also impressed by his takedown defense. Rich Franklin, break down the first 5 minutes for him.
Yeah, after 5 minutes, nobody has significant control of this match right now. But I would say that Chirilli is definitely, for the most part, dictating the pace. Vagabov did that takedown towards the end, but they weren't on the ground very long, maybe 2 or 3 seconds. He was back up. I did score it as a takedown, but there was nothing that he really did with it. Otherwise, Chirilli's doing a good job, landing a few extra punches here and there, and stopping the takedown. So right now, I have him marginally ahead on my scorecards.
And a good view there of the damage on the face of Vagabov and the bridge of the nose. A few little scratches on the forehead. Nothing too serious, though. Second round of 3 of our main event. Chirilli's corner telling him all good. Use your left hand to set up the right hand. Vagabov waiting. Chirilli forced him to move a lot in the opening round. Chirilli used a lot of the circle. Certainly not a one-dimensional Mauro Cirilli. He told us, oh, leg hurt him. Here comes the finish from Cirilli. The Italian Hammer! The Italian Hammer pounds him out.
Cirilli does his best work when he goes forward. Cirilli landed a beautiful jab, went low. I think it was the punches that hurt him. Touched him on the face, went low with the kick. Vagabov crumbled, and then Cirilli just started letting the ground and pound go. I think it was the leg. Look at this. Look at that. Boom. Jab, got the guard up, boom, the leg kick landed. Vagabov goes down, and Chirilli just starts letting it go. He just ended a 10-match win streak against a very dangerous opponent.
Mitch, I'm still trying to figure out what was it that did the damage. Was it the jab or the leg kick?
It looked like the guard came up, like the hands were up there, but that low kick, I think that was the one.
All right, let's go to Tom Lau to make it all official.
This match was presented to you by Food Panda. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner by way of technical knockout, Mauro Cirilli.
It's a huge win for the Italian Hammer. A jab, a big thumping leg kick, and then the ground and pound. Cirilli, who says he wants another crack at the title, has Brandon Vera once again in his sights. Elated is the Italian. Here it is. There's the jab, top of the head, and here's the leg kick. Well, the leg kick was hard. Was that the beginning of the end for Vagabond? The end was the ground and pound. Look at that jab, leg kick, overhand right, ground and pound, the finish from the Hammer. He's now with the Dragon.
Mauro Cirilli, the Italian Hammer, living up to the nickname. What did the damage? Was it the jab or the kick?
Mauro, che cosa gli ha fatto male? Il calcio o il jab? Il calcio. Il calcio l'ha subito. È stato un bel leg kick. I think what they made the difference and made the damage was the kick.
Man, what a thunderous leg kick. I gotta ask, what do you want next inside this jam-packed heavyweight division at One Championship?
Che cosa vuoi come prossimo insieme a questa categoria così piena di One, dei pesi massimi? Voglio un rematch per il titolo, credo di essermelo meritato. Voglio il giusto tempo per prepararmi e una seconda chance titolata.
I would like a second title shot run, and I think I can deserve it, and I'm gonna work out hard to get it.
After a performance like that, we cannot wait to see you back inside the circle. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Mauro Cirilli.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Italian hammer with a fantastic performance, and indeed it's hammer time in Singapore tonight. Mauro Cirilli sends a message to the entire heavyweight division. What a night of knockouts in Singapore Unbreakable 2 was.